Well, hello there. How are you doing today? Come on in and come sit with me today. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you are all finding yourselves well. It's been a minute since I've come on and given an update on how the girls and the doodles and I are doing. We've just kind of taken some time to go within, and we've been busy healing and busy doing a lot of things. And so today I wanted to come on and just give you a bit of a life update. Now, this may get a bit heavy, and that may not be for everybody, and I completely understand if this is a video that you just need to pass on. For those of you who do stay, I know you're staying because you have been along on this journey with me and the girls from the beginning, and you are invested in how we are doing, and you care and you pray for us and you think about us often. And I appreciate that more than you could ever know. We have built a community here, a supportive community that is judgment free. And I love that. And I want to keep building upon that, along with doing some DIYs and doing some crafting, a little bit of everything, spending time in my kitchen and, keeping you updated on this journey that we're on. So over the last few months, I have really just dove deep into redoing this house from top to bottom and making it the girls and I's home instead of what used to be our family home. Now, a lot of you have asked, why didn't we just move? Why do we stay here and put ourselves through that? And there are a number of reasons why we are not leaving this house. And the most important one, along with that number of reasons, is that this house gives us the security of having a roof over our heads for the rest of our lives. And that is just not something that I am willing to give up. And so, yeah, it's just not an option. We're here in this house to stay. And so because of that, we really needed to transform this house, because everywhere we looked, there was a memory to everything that was in the house or a room. There was a memory attached to it. And we really needed to try and erase those memories as much as we could, whether it was memories of Ray in the family room and the time he spent in there and him passing in there and what that room looked like and represented for the 2 years that Ray had cancer, to us finding out that Jeff had been having an ongoing affair for 2.5 years with a hidden phone. When you find something like that out, it does something to you. And right, wrong, or indifferent, it really makes you question everything in your life that transpired with that person. And it didn't do that just to me. It did it to Allison and Kayla as well. And the day that the affair partner decided that it was time she told us the truth about our life with Jeff. Again, right, wrong, or indifferent, I'm not giving her power. I'm just speaking the truth and being real. She didn't just take something away from me and hurt me. She took away the life that Allison thought to be true. She blew up the world that Allison thought was real and blew up the way Allison views her dad. When she did that, she took that away from Allison. And I'm not saying that Jeff isn't at fault, because he is. He made the choice to do that. But at that point, there was really no reason for us to know that, and for her to tell us that 6 months after Ray passed away, it was done with a malicious, vindictive intent. And it didn't just hurt me. It took away Kayla's second dad. Jeff wasn't Kayla's biological dad. He was her second dad, but he had raised her from the age of 5. And there's a lot of baggage that goes with that. And now the girls are estranged from him because there has been so much hurt and lies and betrayal and deceit and misleading. And that is what we needed to try and erase from this house, because everywhere we looked there was a memory. And when you go through a trauma like that, betrayal trauma is real, and it is traumatizing, and it goes deep. And if you've ever experienced it, you know what it feels like. And it's not just something you bounce back from. It's something you have to work through every day. And it's probably going to take us a couple of years to work through it, because of the time that it was also told to us with Ray's passing. So it was just this cumulative amount of stuff that hit us. And we really just couldn't look through this house and question every memory anymore. We just needed to take things away. We needed to erase him from this house. And in doing that, it was very healing for us. I don't think we realized how much this house didn't feel like home to us before. We love this house in a way that we've never loved it, because it feels like our home. In the past, I think that because of the trauma that I've experienced throughout my life, it made me feel like I didn't have a voice that could be heard, or a voice that I could use to speak and without being shut down. And that is not saying that Jeff did that to me. That is me taking accountability and responsibility for what I'm feeling and what the trauma in my past did to me and made me feel. But I do, in a lot of senses, feel like I was along for the ride in my marriage with Jeff. As much as when you are in a relationship with somebody, there is compromise, I feel like when it came to the style of the house, it was 100% Jeff's style. I know that there were times that I did try to incorporate things of my style, the farmhouse style, but it wasn't something that he really liked. And so I think it might have happened 1 or 2 times, and then I just shut down and just gave up trying. Finding out that Jeff had the ongoing affair for 2.5 years with a hidden phone gave me the excuse that I felt I needed to change the house and make it our own. And I don't know that I would have done it without that. And once I got started, it became this growing and healing experience of me understanding exactly what home meant to me, listening to the girls and what it meant to them and what felt like home to them and what they wanted to incorporate into the house. And it's funny because we all just kind of have the same taste, just different colors. And the girls are really bent a lot on the colors because Kayla is more of a colored person and I am not. I am an earth tone neutral person, and that just wasn't something I could live with in the house, was color. I don't do color. It is busy to me and it screams noise to me or loud. and I like quiet and peaceful and serene, and that's what neutral earth tone colors do for me. And so the girls were really okay with the color choices, and we all just picked out things that felt good to us, and we really got rid of everything that was once in our life before. And it really helped us to evolve and realize what home meant to us and what it felt like. And help us to heal, because then we weren't looking at things that had memories. And one of the rooms that was super triggering for us is the family room, the room that Ray spent almost 2 years in, with the exception of us going to his house from time to time just to get out of this house and have a change of scenery. But Ray really stayed in the room in back of me on the couch. And before he passed, about 2 months, he had bought a recliner that would stand him up and lay him back. And that was the chair that he passed away in the middle of my family room. And that room is really hard to be in because of the sounds of the medical equipment, the TV being on 72, because Ray had the TV so loud that he was trying to drown out the noise of the CPAP that he had that was keeping him alive, and the medical equipment. And so he had the TV on so loud, and it was really hard to be in there. I would sleep next to Ray in that room with ear plugs in, and he would keep the light on, so I had eye mask over my eyes, and I would sleep next to him that way so I could get some sleep. And since he's passed, that room, it doesn't really get used much. I'm not afraid of that room, and Ray passing in that room doesn't bother me. It actually brings me peace to know that that was the room that Ray crossed over in, and that I was with him in the moments when he crossed over, holding him and kissing him. And that brings me peace, that I was there and it was here, and I feel a closeness to him there. But it's the PTSD of the sounds and the smells and the view that we had and the things that we saw happen in that room. And those are things that the girls and I really need to continue working through. And we needed to change that room out, and that's what we did. And this whole house has been transformed, and the girls and I are starting to feel better. We're growing and we're healing, and we're relearning how to live life without Ray, and learning how to, like I said, reinvent ourselves and redefine our lives and establish new lives. And we are starting to embrace that, and what that can look like and what it's starting to look like. I'm slowly getting back to work. I've got some work on the yards that I've got to do. Those really fell below the wayside as I was doing the house, because I was focusing on the inside of the house, and now I've got a bit of catch up to do on the outside. And I've got a real fun video coming to you with that. It is really just the inner monologue that I have, that I share with you as I walk out there. And so you'll want to stay tuned for that video. And it really is a true inner monologue for somebody who has OCD and what goes through our head. And I just thought I'd share it with you. But other than that, Allie is doing great. She is almost done with her 8th grade year, and then she's going into high school. And we got her enrolled in high school, and she did her orientation, and she's excited, but she's nervous. It's a big step. It's a big leap. And there are a lot of news for her, and there's a lot of news that are happening all at once. And that is a little nerve-wracking for Allison, because she is such a even-keeled person, just level. And so she likes routine. She doesn't like things out of the ordinary. And so when new things come at her all at once, it's a bit of a shock, but she's getting through it. As for Kayla, Kayla just finished her second semester as a student teacher. She had one more year left, but she ended up getting hired on with the school district here locally as a teacher. But she will be called what they call a teacher of record. And that is a teacher that gets hired on with the school district uncredentialed, but she has like X amount of time to get her credentials. And so she had an interview on a Saturday morning at 8 in the morning, and 2 hours later, she got a call saying she was hired out of 48 applicants. And so I'm super proud of her. We just found out this week what school in the area that she will be going to. Oh, Winifred, hi. Tell everybody hi. Oh, look, that's my Fred. That's my Winnie. Hi, baby. Hi. Yes, and then Visa is down here. Hi, handsome boy. Was you out there barking? Was you out there barking like the doggies, my hound dogs? You was out there barking? Are you the watchdogs? Yeah, you are. You out of breath. You were barking. I love you. And so, yeah, she found out what school she's going to be going to, and we're excited to start. I'm excited because she is giving me free reign of decorating her classroom. And so I am super excited to start decorating her classroom. We're just waiting to get in to see what her classroom is going to look like so I know what we have to work with and what we can do with it. And yeah, and so we're just waiting for that. I'm going to probably be bringing, oh, hi. This is Biza. Look at how big his head is. This is Ray's dog. Hi, Biza. I love you. Okay, get down. Lay down right here, baby. Oh, you want up? Okay, go on. Get up. Get up there. Okay. Oh, that's my big boy. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, I love you so much. You're my favoriteest boy dog ever. Yeah, you are. You're the only boy dog, aren't you? Yeah. As for anything else, we have good days and we have not so good days. And we just choose to get through it and keep picking ourselves up. And I want to share something with anybody out there who has been on the receiving end of betrayal. I know that in the midst of it, when it happens and you find out that somebody you were so invested in and somebody that you loved so much could do such an awful thing to you, it leaves you questioning your worth and your value. It leaves you questioning what you did wrong or what you could have done differently. It leaves you questioning all of the things that you did together in your life. And I want you to know that that is all super normal. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to put a voice to what you are feeling. And it's okay to have conflicting feelings about that person. It's okay to love them and be angry at them and not like who they are as a person. You weren't the one who betrayed them. You didn't check out of the relationship. So the love you feel for that person isn't gonna stop immediately, because you've got to grieve the life you thought you had and the future you thought you were gonna have with that person. And that love just doesn't go away, because more than likely the love you had for that person, because you stayed faithful, was an unconditional love. You didn't check out, they did. And whether or not they're just a really broken person, or they were just done with the relationship and they were so emotionally stunted or emotionally immature and they didn't know how to communicate what they were feeling or what they were wanting or needing, that isn't your fault. They still had a choice to make. And it's okay for you to talk about it. You are good and you are enough. And that's what I know. And I also know men don't stray or betray for something better. They stray or betray for something easier. Until next time, everybody, stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, you know what I'm gonna say. You might have to dig deep, and it might be a hard one, but you're gonna try and find a little bit of positive in every day, and you're gonna put one foot in front of the other, and you're gonna keep going.